Hello, shall I say good morning, good afternoon, or good evening? It's Paul here from New Forest Morphs, and Jared's joined me. And we had our live chat yesterday, and I'm doing okay. I had a couple of hours sleep, but we connected with Adam from Proper Royals, and we had a 2-hour, 10-minute conversation from 1 till about 3:10 in the morning. and I didn't go to bed prior to that, so I've actually had 2 hours sleep. So if I'm looking a little bit worse for wear, I'm probably going to have a siesta this afternoon. But let me just thank Adam for his hospitality and hosting such a great show. I really enjoyed my first live session with him, and in fact my first ever live Ball Python chat, and I really enjoyed it. So big thank you to Adam. Go check him out, and I'll show you a little clip of our meeting here, Jad. Do you want to have a quick look at what we did? Just a little sample of how it all worked out.
Oh, you wore your Santa.
I wore my Santa outfit for Christmas.
8 o'clock on the East Coast in the USA. I got to make that clear because we have an international version tonight, an episode of the show. Paul from New Forest Morphs is here. If you haven't seen his content and his channel, do yourself a favor and check it out. His channel is growing rapidly. It's not maybe big yet, but once you check out his content, you see he's not messing around in what he does. I'm excited to have him here, both to talk ball pythons tonight, but also to get a little bit of a worldwide feel. Economics are certainly different in the UK, and frankly, I don't know what snakes are like in the UK or Europe, so I'm interested to learn. I want to learn where the sources come from. And the topics tonight, we'll talk about, we'll get back to an all ball python focused show with a guest. It's been a few weeks. I've brought in some other people that focus on amphibians or other reptiles, and I've done a couple solo shows. So this is a bread and butter kind of show. I'm going to hit the music, and we're going to jump right in. Stick around tonight.
Okay, I'm not going to show the whole thing. It's 2 hours long, and we've only got a very short video today because, Jad, this is your final day of your revision before your exams.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Excited to get it over with. Excited to go back to normal life.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Jad's been studying religiously for the last 2.5, 3 months, just putting in the hours and making a lot of social sacrifices to be able to achieve this. But I'm really proud of you, Jad. And when you get knocked down in a fight and you get back up off the deck and you keep going, well, that's been a part of your journey, hasn't it? And I think failure is there's no such word really as failure, is there? It's more a question of rebuilding and having another go and just keep trying as we keep trying. There's an old saying that says that we persist in doing becomes easier to do. Not that the nature of the task changes, but our ability to achieve that task becomes greater. Now, I learned that as a young missionary 40 years ago, and I've had that stay in my life for 40 years. And the principle here is that we don't always get things right when we're keeping ball pythons, but if we stay with it, we can become really good. And Jad and I are on a learning curve, aren't we? We've made lots of mistakes. We're trying to be transparent with the channel so that other beginners coming in, if they make similar mistakes, they don't need to worry, that you can get through it. And this is the whole point of our channel, Jared, isn't it? It's just to show transparency in what we're doing, but also to learn from each other and interact. So thank you everyone for jumping on the channel. Thank you for our new subscribers. And we've got to give a massive shout out, Jared. What do you think of the t-shirt?
Yeah, the class.
So let's put a lot of love out to Joe. Now this is Joe Tully. He's got a YouTube channel, Jared, and the name of the YouTube channel?
Tully's Outrageous Royals.
Yeah, and
THOR.
Yeah, and Joe was so generous. He gave us, just like Rob, he gave us 2 t-shirts. Jazz also sporting it.
Very well.
Do you want to show yours, Jazz?
There you go.
Yeah. So it's a double winning, and if we were doing an edit, we'd probably do something funny like throw it up in the air and jump into it. But we're not doing. It's completely uncut, so we don't want to be doing that. But let's have a look at Joe's stickers. There you go. I love the logo, Chad.
Yeah, it's really good. I wore the shirt this morning and my son was like, snake, snake, and wouldn't let me go out the door because he wanted to keep looking at the shirt.
Yeah. What I'm really looking forward to is when we invite our friends over to our facility, go visit their facilities.
Yeah.
And we're going to do, as soon as COVID's over and we're all, it's not going to be over, but let's say when it's safe to be able to travel more, we're going to go in and out of facilities, invite people over to our facilities, and we're going to enjoy the social side. We've actually got 4 bar chairs. When we did this, we were thinking about, we've got a drinks bar, we're totally teetotal here, we don't actually drink any alcohol at all as part of our faith, but also it's good for us not to, and we will celebrate and rejoice using a different kind of spirit, the spirit of Christmas this season. But
I think it'd be rude of us not to put this on the sticker board.
Yeah, do you want to do that for me, Jared?
There we go, job done.
Oh, that was quick. That was without an edit.
Live editing at its finest.
So thank you, Joe, and thank you everyone. If you want to do a sticker swap, please, Jared's got Instagram and he runs the Instagram account. Send us your details and we'll do a snicker swap.
I'm down for a snicker swap.
Or I was going to say a knicker swap. No, that wouldn't be very good unless they were clean knickers.
No.
But a sticker swap I meant is what I'm saying, Jared. Anyway, behaviour. Let's talk about behaviour, Jared. Anything that you've seen today during the cleaning process that you wanted to share?
Not from me, no.
Okay. So the humidity has been holding up well. Now, perhaps you can just share what you did with Colossus today, because Colossus had a bath yesterday.
Yep.
And then she'd had a little bit of stuck shed, didn't she? And you had to then just help her a little bit to remove that. So you spent just about a couple of minutes just helping her get rid of some of the bits of stuck shed on her. Should we just have a quick look at her and see how she's looking? So I think it might be good to do that, just to see, and I think what we're going to do is learn from this, is that every other snake is shedding out perfectly, but the bigger snakes need extra humidity.
She's still got a little bit on her neck which she didn't let me get, but
yeah,
if you look at her now, she's pretty much completely clean.
She's about 4 kilograms, that's why we called her Colossus. And she looks beautiful, Jared. I do like the natural look. And she's 100% het for Ultramel.
Yeah.
She's part of the reason why I've heavily invested in this, because she gave us a £3,000 clutch in my first year. I bought her it cost me £100, and we had our Ultramel Mojave boy, which I think is
he's in shed right now.
He's in shed, Titus. We won't disturb him, but we'll show one of his children that we've kept, who's now breeding for us, which is which one was it, Jack? I can't remember. It's Starburst is the girl, and we've got a boy called. Jad and I put all these new codes on there, but my eyesight.
Nova.
Do you want to just bring Nova out, Jad? Have a look at Nova. So that's a Mojave Ultramel, and he's already locked to your girl, which is Toast. So he's actually showing us that he's definitely up for it.
Yeah.
But isn't he stunning, Jared?
We're hoping to get some Savannah 100% het Ultramels.
Yeah. Let's slip him back, Jared, but let's also now show Toast. Now, in terms of behaviour, there's about 6 females that wanted to come out and play today. Toast was one of them. What I'm going to do is just show you what we do to enrich their lives without us touching the snakes. So Toast is going to come and explore, hopefully. And she will come out. Now, why do you think she wants to come out and explore, Jared?
I think she wants to breed.
Yeah. Now remember, they haven't eaten for 3 weeks, so they're hungry as well. So they might want to search for food. But more likely, they probably want to breed. And she's got so much in the tank. She's almost 3 kilograms, isn't she?
Yeah. We're feeding them tomorrow, by the way. So
yeah.
Just in case anyone thinks we're starving them.
Well, we got through the storm. We had a power cut, Jared, and we're doing this as part of our prudence. We've de-stressed all our snakes. They went through a 15-degree Fahrenheit drop in ambient temperature, and that really concerned us, but it just shows how resilient they are.
Yeah.
So we took the opportunity to allow them to go off food for 3 weeks, and everything's had a complete clean out now. So, but there you go. So what we're doing is we're not touching them. She wants to come over to me. Can you see that? She's looking for a bridge. So on the show last night we talked about how we can enrich our snakes without going to too crazy an expense and time. And my idea, this is my idea, guys, and tell me what your thoughts are, Joe. You're into the construction side. If you saw an animal that wanted to explore and you wanted them to come out, now what I do is I let them just explore naturally. And can you see how gentle and slow she's moving? And I've got her supervised at the moment, and she's obviously going to the heat signature of my phone. So she's just having a little search. But look, she's had a little bit of exploration. She's going back to her rub. But if she wanted to climb, this is my idea, Jared, that we get we either build it ourselves or we get a friend, because I know you've got 3D printers nowadays. We can get a designer to design and actually cut. I've got a friend that's got one, haven't we? We've got Tinge of Ginge. Now Tinge of Ginge has got a 3D printer and he's a designer. We could ask him to design a play area that fits perfectly into this housing here, and it only has to be probably about that wide, yeah, and maybe that high, and we put in safe climbing areas for them to climb, whether they want to spiral, whether they want to go in, and we give them a climbing opportunity. Now at the moment they're using the racking system as their natural play area. The other idea I've got is to put some grass on top of here, clear this all off. So the play area is here, Jared, and you put a grass area on here, and then you build, for example, cats, they have these safe platforms and they have all these things that they scratch posts. Now I have seen people create amazing play areas using existing technology and actually place inside a play area that they can explore and feel a sense of enrichment. Now I won't let her go any further, because if they do get behind here and they get to the wires, you just don't want that to happen. So we'll just put her back. So she's had a couple of minutes of enrichment. She's not being, she wants to come out and play again. Look, she still wants to come out. But she's going back quite nicely, and she'll want to come out again. But we'll just let her just chill. But there's something as small as that, which I've done to 6 girls today over 2 minutes. Let me show you another one that's totally chilled now. So she climbed up for 2 or 3 minutes, and she was up on the top of here, and I was supervising her, and she went back into her rub, ISA, and now she's in her hide and she's completely content. She's not showing any signs of wanting to explore, Jared. So when you get snakes that come to the end of their rub, I believe it's a good policy to try and find out why, and then it's a good policy to see their behaviour and allow them to climb supervised. And then once they've had their climbing time and they're saying to their owner, I'm not a prisoner in here, I'm a free agent, and my owner loves me enough that it's going to allow me to come out if I want to. And you build that bond with them, and they literally go back by themselves. And I just think it's true of life, isn't it? When we're working with each other, if I show love to my employees, my staff, and they know I genuinely love them, when I ask them to do something, they're more likely to do it because they know I love them. Okay? And it's the same with our snakes. If our snakes know how much we love them, care for them, and respect their choices, I think that they are more likely to be chilled, relaxed, and they get unnecessary stress because we're not resolving issues by doing their rubs. We're just letting them constantly come to the end of the rub, and they're going to rub their noses, they want out. And something as simple as opening the rub and letting them explore supervised will de-stress them and realise that they're not in prison, they're actually being cared and loved for, and they've got the freedom to leave their hide and come back to it. And the psychology of that is similar to us in life. If our bosses put us under their thumb, they're not going to get the best out of us. But if our bosses give us the freedom and respect to be flexible with our work patterns, be flexible with our family work relationships, a sensible boss will get more out of their staff if he gives them a little bit of leeway, a little bit of flexibility, and not put us in a prison-like environment. Because I use that psychology in every aspect of my life, including animals, that we actually respect their ability to want to be free agents, be able to make decisions. So we give a lot of flexibility with our snakes. You know, we let them have movable water bowls, we allow them to come out when they want to come out, we let them go back when they want to go back. So there's a lot of things I think that's beneficial in behaviour that will actually help them de-stress. And as a result of me doing this now, I think there's other snakes as well. I mean, there's one here. We're just doing a little experiment here, Jared. Let me just show you this girl here. We're going to put the table near her. This is a breeder female that is either seeking a mate or she wants food. Now, what I'm going to do is, you can see that she's showing interest by being at the end of her rub. Can you see that, Jared? Mm-hmm. Let's see what her behaviour is, and we'll use our table, which we've actually sterilised. It's clean. So if you're worried about cross-contamination, as long as you spray down and clean, you can use your table as a play area. Now, I could add other enrichment to that. So I could say, oh, there you go, there's a roll. And one of my snakes was literally rolling on top. And what was the word that you used, Jad? You thought she was doing?
Oh no, it looked like when you palpate a snake, that's what it looked like.
Yeah. So now she wants to explore. She's coming
She
to
doesn't
me.
get stuck in that middle bit.
Nah, I'll keep an eye on her, Jared. The thing is, this is supervised play, but they want to come out and they want to have a look and see what we're doing. And they're coming over to you now. So she's seeking attention. She's seeking that she wants to move. She wants to explore the facility. She knows.
Smelling a male.
She's smelling you?
No, smelling a male, I reckon.
Maybe she's smelling the males. Yeah.
That's what I think personally.
Yeah.
By the way, she's not going through that. It just looks like she is on the camera.
Yeah. So this is supervised enrichment. Which, now, see how when I touched her, she firmed up there. So she prefers to be free moving. So she went into a little bit of an insecure mode because I handled her. So I try not to handle her. I try to let her have the freedom. And let's see whether she'll work her way back into a rub or whether she'll come and play with us. No, she wants to come up on me now. Now look, she's coming to me. I'm not forcing myself on her. I'm letting her discover me as the owner. And she's probably falling in love with Joe's logo. Look.
Mhm.
She sees a really handsome bell.
I bet that bell's a male.
Yeah. Now, isn't this lovely? This is what I call, you know, she's a beautiful animal, this one. Now, what is she, Joe? What's her genes? Her name's Celeste.
She a pastel yellow belly phantom.
I think she is. A pastel yellow belly phantom girl. And she's locked once already. So this is happening in the middle of the breeding season, which traditional breeders will probably be thinking, shock, horror, what are you doing? You're overhandling a breeding female. Well, I don't think I am. I think it's just an opportunity for her to have a little bit of enrichment, and then we'll put her back. So there's an example of.
You ever
what we
noticed
did.
that she's got an animal on the side of her body?
No. Well, where's the animal, Chad?
Just here. Looks like a dog or some sort of
There you
cow
go. Yeah, yeah.
or human bending over.
So we're going to encourage her now to go back in because obviously Jad's got some revision to do. It's important. 2 more mocks to do today before the exam tomorrow. Where's the animal, Jad?
Here.
Lovely. Can you see
A
this?
gorilla, that's what it looks like. A gorilla.
Yeah. Lovely. And she's looking great, isn't she, Jad?
Yeah.
Really pleased with her. A beautiful animal. And we'll just encourage her back now. So she's had a little bit of play. And it's taken 2 minutes out of our day. But for her, that's a biggie. For us, it isn't too bad. So I think it's a good move if you get your balance in your feeding and cleaning. Now, I think I've never realised that because we were perhaps overfeeding our snakes, we were spending too much time cleaning and not enough time enriching. And since we've come back and adjusted our feeding schedules, less cleaning, more time to enjoy the snakes. So it's a balance, isn't it, Chad? And are you finding the same? Well, you're going to be doing more after your exams, probably spending time with our snakes. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so is there anything else you wanted to cover today? There are 2 good sheds. What are the 2 sheds? Oh yeah, we've got Hercules, who's our star boy. Gave us a perfect shed, Jared. Look at it. And you'll notice I haven't changed the paper. It's all the same paper in there. And it's not wet, which... humidity in the air is the best way of getting a shed. If you spray down too much, you're going to encourage bacterial growth. So the idea is to keep the rubs as dry, quite dry, but let the air, the humidity in the air is a much better technique, and keeping them dry on the substrate. But so many people don't have the humidity right in the air. They just spray down the rubs, and I think that's when bacteria grows. And
That's what we used to do.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm so pleased with this new model, and I have to thank Rob at Royal Balls for that, because he's the one that's got us onto this model, hasn't he? Who's our scientific mentor. We talked about having lots of different mentors, and you know, we've got a behavioural mentor, a scientist that's a mentor, we've got a marketing mentor. You know, we've got different mentors for different purposes to strengthen us as a business and as a hobby business. The other one that shed out, Jared, just trying to think, where did I put the other one that shed out? There's only 2 shed outs today, but they're both perfect. Which one was it? I've got so many yellow tags on there, haven't I? Not those. Is there a yellow tag up here? Oh, here we go. Is it this one? No, I've done that one. That one was yesterday. I've done another. There was 2. Which was the other one, Jad? Can you remember which one it was?
No, I don't remember.
Oh
which
well.
one, yeah.
Anyway, it's all happening here. We're getting lovely clean sheds. So it is Wednesday today.
Yep.
And we want to send our love to you all. Thank you so much for supporting our channel. Don't forget to go and give Joe some love on his channel there. And we shall see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.